Oh, done already. Battleship Hood, 3 days later. Now that the civilians at Lost Paradise are secure, at least for the moment, there is another mission waiting. A small group of large trains needs an escort on their way from the Dublin system to the Order headquarters in Seoul. As this job leads us close to Jack Blinch's secret coordinates, this escort job is a welcome opportunity to make some additional money. Julian King will be waiting in Seoul. Convoy leader is waiting for you just outside the hood.
Repair complete. Loaded into cargo hold.
Better stock up on the essentials.
Loaded into cargo hold.
Drop off the loot. Then we're good to go. Let's meet up with the transport.
Freelancer Omicron 1-8. This is the Hood. You are cleared for launch. Good luck out there. This is where we get off.
Check. This is transport leader. All ships are in position and we show green status. Glad you could make it. I could use the help.
Request to dock is granted. Please proceed to dock 1.
Happy to help.
Bounty Hunters Green 11-1. You are now cleared to dock.
Everyone keep an eye out. Stay frosty. Do we actually have any other escorts? Well, we do. At least we're not going solo this time.
Formation lost.
Yep, and that's exactly why we're always taking point in the story. Otherwise.
Formation.
Understood. Transport. Understood. Transport leader out.
Formation.
Initiating translate sequence.
I hope our cargo hold full of oxygen fetches a good price.
Looking better so far. Hope this time they actually go dock and not turn around and go back. Maybe it's because they are docking right now. Or maybe not. Just what are they trying to do here? Need to go the other way.
Scanning cargo.
Hello? Transport? There's really some weird stuff going on here.
Dock.
Understood. Transport leader out.
What if we just dock?
Anomaly detected. Dock access granted.
To break the mission now, or... No, they're here.
Formation.
I hope this cargo hold full of oxygen for a good price. Let's hope for the best. Several convoys have come under attack in recent weeks. The rogue problem has gotten out of control in this area.
So we're expecting attacks. Or what?
Formation lost. Formation.
Yeah, no. No. Something in the way. So we just jumped from gate to gate until we got there. Yes.
Formation lost.
They should really let us take point. It will make it less clumsy.
Formation.
Still surprised that those gates still work.
Formation lost. Formation.
They really upped the ante here with this system in this mod. It's gotta be huge. Really somewhere close to the practical limit of what the engine can do.
Formation lost.
So that should be Jupiter.
Formation.
Yep. So should be one more jump, if I read that right. No, it's trade lane. I didn't go just warp all the way in.
It's an ambush!
Affirmative. Ready to engage.
Lost.
The order will pay for this. Escort wing. Fire at will.
Bring it on.
Weapons are ready. I see my target. I've been acquired.
Ha! These new guns really pack a punch.
Confirmed. No more enemy contacts.
Formation.
Though they're also really heavy on powers. Not even some meaningful loot. So I think this was some kind of unused model or something. Anyway, for a different trade lane. Yeah, they're really far out. In a mod of my own, I once did a solar system. I also made it pretty much this size, and when I got really out to the edge of it, physics got really janky. home. Site of the longest and bloodiest battle in human history. The 100-year war between the Coalition and the Alliance. Look at all that wreckage.
Keep it icy, man. I don't want to end up before my time because you're dangerous to me.
Music's really fitting here. Quite dark.
Order Lambda 6-2. This is docking ring exit successful. Good luck out there. All right. Attention all wingmen. This is Order Sigma 4-1. What's your status? This is Sigma 4-3. Ship's fine. This is Sigma 4-3. Ship's fine. This is Sigma 4-5. Ship's fine. This is Sigma 4-5. Ship's fine.
So, looks like it worked better this time. Let's hope we finally get to Mars. Just need to dock here. Nice and easy. Phew, we're finally on the way to Mars. That debris field gave me one hell of a headache. Plus the mission being buggy.
Lost.
Barely. That was close. Thanks for getting us here in one piece, Gamma 6. We almost didn't make it.
Dock in.
Acknowledged. Stand by. Pattern is full. You will be cleared to proceed when it's free. Freelancer Omicron 1-8. You are now cleared to dock.
Quite a big station and nicely built. I like it. Let's see what awaits us. So, this is the new Order HQ. Impressive how fast the station was built. If the supplies that our convoy brought to the station, the Order will be able to finish the final work on the subsystems. New shipyard was the first part of the station which went operational. The Order has meanwhile taken control over the entire system and secured peace since that. Quite impressive. Still wondering why they opted to put the new HQ here instead of Sirius, but, well, I'd have to ask SWAT operator for that. Let's see. What's next for us? A bar. How nice of them. But first let's check the ship dealer. What kind of stuff we got here? Not that much of a difference. Yeah, not really that much of a difference. Anything interesting kind of equipment? Don't doubt it. You know what I find kinda missing? Heavier guns for the Order. On the class 6. They really need some better stuff to go on their higher end ships.
Good to see you again, Trent. We could really use you out there.
So, what for? Okay. You want to find out what happened to a small battle group which was sent to check Blanche's coordinates. Last status report made no sense at all, and then the ships just disappeared. Cheney appears to be worried as the last Nomad forces moved exactly into the direction of these coordinates after the main fleet was destroyed at Saturn months ago. Now I have to decide whether I go on that mission or explore some new systems and return to the Order HQ later. I think I'll go with the mission. That's what I'm here for.
All right.
Since that's what I want to show anyway.
Freelancer Omicron 1-8. This is
Order HQ.
everything's a go for launch. Good luck out there.
This is Tom.
Go to
I have the coordinates. Trent, you take the lead.
Requesting to dock.
Your request to dock is granted. Proceed to dock 1.
scan cargo.
They also need to work on their new audio. But I think we already mentioned that. And into the asteroid belt. Probably a lot denser than the real asteroid belt, but hey, that's games for you. Or sci-fi in general, mostly. See, if we were to go through the real asteroid belt, we would barely see any at all. The distances between individual objects is just so much larger. Ranging in the kilometers or so, rather than meters or dozens of meters. Something that a lot of sci-fi gets wrong just for the sake of visuals and drama and tension. of the intrepid heroes heroically navigating between the asteroids. Well, it could actually go just straight through. And finally coming out on the other side. See you, asteroids. It's been fun. Or not. Now, what is that up ahead? Some warp portal? Guess we gotta find out.
Attention all wingmen. This is Order Omicron 10-4. What's your status? This is Omicron 10-2. Ship's fine. This is Omicron 10-1. Ship's fine.
What is that?
Look at the size of that thing.
Good God. What a sight.
Yeah, what the hell is this thing? Apparently we can dock with its hypergate? No. Spatial rift? Some anomaly? Whatever? Oh, a dimensional rift.
Dock.
So we are gonna dock with it. Let's see where it takes us. It is quite enormous, to be sure.
An
Really scream filling.
Go to
Where are we?
Wow, look at this place.
What the actual... Why is there a collision gate here? Jack Blanch's ship. This ship is damaged. Life support doesn't work. Pilot is dead. There's no information about how the ship got destroyed or who attacked it. The Nomad structures in the system suggest the Blanch encountered a Nomad patrol. It seems like this was the end of his journey. There's a functional warp gate right in front of us. It would be interesting to know how it came to this place.
dock.
Yeah, why don't we just see what lies on the other side of this gate, which totally shouldn't be here?
Dock. Access granted. Go to
Still, where are we? Not in this whole sector anymore, it seems. Let's check the map. Ooh. We really got a long way from home. Like, other side of the galaxy. Seems like the coalition has been to this place at some point, but now there are nomads all over.
dock.
So now we're just following the jump gates around. Or warp gates in this case.
Dock. Access granted.
Scanner's picking up massive readings. I have
No
multiple
kidding.
signals on an approach vector. Prepare to engage.
Coalition ships.
They're opening fire. Engage.
I'm going in.
Acknowledged. Trent, watch yourself. This is gonna get rough. Alright, Trent, we have to get out of here. Head to the coordinates. Quickly. Quickly, people. Let's move out.
Come on, come on.
Dock. Access granted.
Holy crap, that was a close one. Crossfire Chapter 5. King has just been released from hospital. June is still worried about his condition. It has been 4 months since the incident at Gorm. And it for sure will take some more weeks before King will see a cockpit from the inside again. First contact with the coalition was unpleasant, but not unexpected. Since the day we found the coalition sleeper ship in the Fell, we presumed that if one sleeper ship survived the exodus from Earth, others might have been following. Now we know that one coalition sleeper ship launched from the Saturn station and 2 others from the Mars colonies. Unlike our first expectations, they never headed to the Sirius sector, but flew directly through Nomad space to the Altair sector. For the first 2 centuries their newly built colonies remained safe, but then the coalition started to build new warp gates to colonize new systems. It took not long before the Nomads arrived in coalition space and the long war started. Fortunately for the coalition, the ion cannon technology proved to be very effective against Nomad ships. So a massive dark rain defense grid with cloaking detectors was built to protect the coalition colonies. Our approach to Gorm showed how serious the coalition takes its defense. That incident brought us very close to the edge of another war. The battle group we were searching that day never returned, and on our way back to Sol, June's long-range sensors detected a debris field in Gorm. From 14 scout teams we have sent to Altair during the past months, only 2 have returned. The losses for such a search and rescue mission have become unacceptable. 2 weeks ago, a cloaked transport jumped to Sol. Apparently, the coalition suddenly chose interest in diplomatic relations. We should find out what's actually going on here, and if history repeats. You can meet some diplomats at the bar. Because of course, where else would diplomats hang out? But first, some repairs. It's a wonder we even made it out in one piece. I suspect there will be pieces missing. Ho ho ho!
Repair complete.
Now that's a hefty repair bill. Now wherever we are right now, did they have anything better? Doubt it. But we can and should upgrade.
Loaded into cargo hold.
Or restock
Loaded
this
into
stuff.
cargo hold.
So we can reinforce our armor. But it will also make our ship a hell of a lot heavier. Therefore likely less maneuverable. Let's check the ship dealer. only transports here. Still, where are we anyway? On Earth! We're finally on Earth. We did it. Okay, let's head to the bar. The conversation with the coalition commander revealed their wish to end the rivalries of the past.
Interesting pair.
Centuries have passed since the Soul War. Centuries that the coalition was under siege by nomad forces.
You could have picked a quieter place.
Don't worry. I never told you.
Lately, a large number of coalition ships and defense platforms in their border systems were attacked and destroyed by unknown forces. Nobody survived, and nobody could tell about the attacks. When our ships jumped to Gurm, it appeared logical to the coalition military that we were the intruders that have caused so much damage to them.
Ready?
So a new war between coalition and alliance started to rise.
Come on. It's time I reacquainted you with an old friend.
The conflicts of the past few months have raised fears that the coalition could not stand two enemies at once. Meanwhile, the majority of the coalition military have doubts that we are responsible for the loss of their ships and structures, as both sides appear even in technology and power. Something else must be out there.
This is amazing.
Impressive, isn't it? Still the hotbed of social activity.
That's why I came.
Trent, what are you doing? Hey, Trent.
Come on, I want in.
No. No.
So, we need to get back to Alter.
So what do we do?
But that's for another time. I'm gonna cut this recording right here.
Don't take
Gotta do some editing to do.
I don't want to repeat.
And we'll see you in space, freelancers. Twin Peaks Industries signing off.